Good morning, dear students. How are you? I hope everything is okay with you. Our lesson today is listening. But first of all, let me tell you the school vision is to prepare creative, well-educated students who are able to establish civilized, aware, reserved society, stick to the authentic morals and values, in addition to using the modern technology. Let's start our lesson. Page 40, page 56. Exercise A. What is a conservation holiday? Think about a question. A suggested answer. I'm not quite sure, but I would suppose that a conservation holiday is a holiday in which you combine doing conservation work while exploring the place you are visiting and having fun. What do you think volunteers do on a conservation holiday? Volunteers might plant and water trees, feed and take care of injured animals, do research, repair fences and irrigation systems. Exercise B. You will hear a radio interview with an expert talking about conservation work in Tanzania. Number the topics from 1 to 6 in the order in which they are mentioned. Read first the sentences, then listen to the radio interview. Well, are you ready? Let's start.
Listening. B. You will hear a radio interview with an expert talking about conservation work in Tanzania. Number the topics 1 to 6 in the order in which they are mentioned.
And now I'd like to welcome Dr. Caspian Dugdale, a conservationist who has set up a company that offers conservation trips for volunteers in Tanzania.
Good morning.
First of all, can you tell us what inspired you to set up this company?
Of course. Basically, I have always had an interest in educating people about conservation work. And after a trip to Tanzania, I fell in love with the place and knew it was where I wanted to work.
Can you tell us a little about the main environmental problems in Tanzania?
Well, one of the main problems is the destruction of forests. The majority of Tanzanians rely on wood for their energy needs. This means dangerous levels of deforestation, which greatly affects the area's unique wildlife and landscape.
What kind of activities do you organise for volunteers?
Well, we arrange for people to take part in conservation projects in different parts of the country. For example, you could spend 2 weeks planting trees in the Njoro Jew Spring. Volunteers can work in a nursery planting seeds and looking after the young trees and plants, or they can go out and plant them in the surrounding areas. Volunteers will also learn to make paper in an environmentally friendly way using maize leaves and recycled paper. Another activity you could do is spend a month at a lion sanctuary.
Lions?
Yes. In 1975, over 200,000 lions used to roam the African continent. A report published at the end of 2012 estimated this number to be as low as 32,000. Volunteers help raise lion cubs. They are trained until they reach an age when they aren't safe to walk with. Volunteers go on lion walks, where the lions are encouraged to interact with their natural environment and learn to hunt small animals and build their confidence. It's very popular with volunteers because they get involved in the lion's day-to-day life.
I can imagine. Do you need any specialist skills or knowledge to take part in these projects?
Just common sense and lots of enthusiasm. All training is given beforehand. We need people who work well in a team and have an interest in saving the environment.
And what about leisure activities?
Obviously, it's not all work. Volunteers have plenty of time to enjoy all the amazing sights Tanzania has to offer. We try to combine leisure activities with environmental education. For example, some of our volunteers have been snorkeling and scuba diving near Mafia Island. There is a whole team of marine biologists out there researching the whale shark population.
Whale sharks?
Don't worry, they are the largest fish in the world, but they are harmless. They are gentle giants and can even be quite playful. They certainly make good swimming companions. But sadly, these animals are threatened because of a variety of natural and human causes.
In your opinion, what can people gain from this experience?
Well, by taking part in these projects, they are making a positive contribution to conservation, but they also have the opportunity to see the fascinating beauty of Tanzania. We combine travel, fun, and hard work. It's a rewarding experience which can lead to personal growth, as it gives ordinary people a chance to learn about the environment and to take part in saving the planet.
Who do these projects appeal to most?
We've had people from all walks of life taking part. Students taking a gap year before going to university. People taking a career break. And we've also had a few retired people. Basically, if you want a chance to get out in the fresh air, meet new people and do something exciting, then this is for you.
So far, what are the results of the conservation work?
We've put up 50 miles of protective fencing where wildlife is under threat. We have also successfully raised around 200 lion cubs, carried out over 300 wildlife surveys, and planted over 600,000 trees in the last 5 years. On the whole, the effect on wildlife in Tanzania is very positive.
Dr. Caspian Dugdale, thank you for being with us in the studio this morning. And I hope that you're...
Well, have you finished? Let's check the answers together. Number 1. Dr. Dugdale's main source of inspiration. Number 2. The main environmental problem in Tanzania. 3. The work done at Alliance Sanketchera. 4. The skills required for participation. 5. What people gain from this experience. 6. The results of the conversation work. Well, let's move to another exercise. Exercise C. Read the questions well with the given answers, then replay the same interview again, then answer the question, then come back to me to check answers. Have you finished? Let's check answers together. Number 1. According to Dr. Dugdale, which of the following is a major problem in Tanzania? A. Forest destruction. Number 2. Which conservation activity does Dr. Dugdale mention? A. Taking care of flying cubs. 3. What's true of volunteers who wish to participate in conservation work in Tanzania? D. They receive training before they start working on a project. 4. What's true of the sharks Dr. Dugdale mentions? B. They live off the coast of Mafia Island. 5. What's true of the conversation program? C. It combines having fun with learning about the environment. Finally, question 6. How many trees have volunteers planted in the last 5 years? D. More than 600,000. Now, we have finished our lesson today. Till we meet again, goodbye.